Alrighty, so I'm making this video. It's hot outside. Usually don't make as much as car videos like I used to, but I feel like this one is actually necessary. So I'm doing this 2008 Honda Accord, and I'm doing the AC compressor on it. So I made it because I feel like, I just don't want you guys to make the same mistake or go through what I went through. So if you can avoid it, I'm gonna try to help you. Now, this is not hard. It's not a hard job to do, but in my case, it ended up kind of being as such. So I'm just gonna really go through really quickly on how to do it, and then when I get to the part that's specific, I'm gonna let you know. So first, what I'm gonna be doing right now is taking off the belt, 19 millimeter. This part here, pretty simple. I'll show you. Alright, so it's gonna be over here. And I'll also explain why I am changing out this compressor. So I always try to be careful when I'm doing this, because sometimes the tensioner could be so old to where it'll snap and break. So I kind of have to fight my, there we go, ratchet off a little bit. Show you that is sitting over there. That's where that is. Take off the belt, and then I usually just kind of, take this here so I don't lose the sequence of how this belt goes, and then leave it like that, because the compressor is down here. This is a V6, by the way, Honda Accord. So I'm gonna also take this dipstick out, because one time I was working on an alternator and this dipstick broke and it got stuck in there. So just to eliminate any problems, I'm gonna just go ahead and take that off. What I'm gonna do is take this off here, because you have to get this, you have to take this fan shroud out. So this just pops out like that, and that's simple. From there, these are 10 mils to get the fan shroud out. So I had to replace the radiator in this. It didn't need one, but I had to, because when I was taking it out, which I'll show you how the radiator ended up getting damaged. So that's one of the things that I did that I would try to help you here to avoid that happening. So these here, pretty simple. Take these out. Cord for the fan shroud here. So I'm gonna try to disconnect the connector here. So the AC compressor down here, there's the bolts, and there is the lines to take them off. And you see here, there's the other one, the high side, low side line. Now you can see this is the new radiator right here. Now I already put it in and all that and whatnot, but when you're taking this out, you can see how close it is. What ended up puncturing it was the line over here. The stud on there ended up puncturing it. So I'm gonna try to use a piece of cardboard to hold it from right here to stop doing that. So what I'm gonna do is take these off. These are 10 mils. Now I didn't know that before. Yes, so taking this bolt off. Well, not off. Got the other line off, and I already had the Freon out already, so there we go. And then 12 millimeter bolts for the compressor to come out. Alright, so it's ready to come out, and I disconnected the alternator wire there because it's going to be in the way. So turning it off, there we go, and it's like a certain angle that comes out. So I'm going to try to show you here. kind of just gotta play with it a little bit. Not too much space. Come out with it. I guess while I was recording and I got it out the rest of the way, it cuts off. I don't know why. Maybe because of the tripod, but pretty much you kind of saw how I got it out. It always does that. So, no big deal. Whatever. Just want to go back in. So these two bolts here, what they did was they pretty much 7/32 bolts, which they're so tight in there. This is the original compressor for this vehicle. Hasn't been changed before. And what happened is they rounded out. You can't even get it out. So when I came and did this the first time, I was faced with this problem. And I was like, okay, how the heck am I going to get it out? I could drill it out and everything like that, but then I'm going to have chances of messing this whole thing up and everything. So the customer bought the new one, the new AC compressor, which is over here. This fan is delightful. It doesn't come with this manifold, what they call it, which is this. It doesn't come with this. So I was faced with this, trying to get this off. Had no choice but to put the old one back in. So this here, I will leave the part number and where I had gotten the customer to order it from. But this is what goes on top right here. This is where that goes. With the new bolts, because this one come off, then you have your, bolt. This doesn't come with the stud, but you could still now be able to bolt it down. Now I tried to put this in there without this, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. This is the part number that they got from O'Reilly's. This is it. The actual one that is like this, that comes with this on there. Okay, just make a whole bunch of noise. But the one that comes on here, the actual part it's like $600 something, and you know how that goes. So yeah, this is what this is over here, and that's how you can be able to get it on. Now without it, I tried. The lines, they run into each other, they rub, and it just doesn't work. So that's this issue that had me going wrong the first time. So this compressor here, the clutch is seized. That's why it's being replaced. So the clutch is supposed to be able to at least move, like how you see this one's moving. This one, it's seized up and it's not doing the same. That was the issue with this. The clutch would not activate. That's a common problem with these with AC compressors in general. Seizes up over time. Alright, now I'm about to go back in. I actually figured out why it keeps cutting off. It's because it's too freaking hot outside. So I'm gonna try to go back in the way that I came out. Actually, the cardboard. Back. Yeah. Alright. Try to get it through here. Alright. Going in there. So it's down in there now. Try to zoom in there. that's the reason why I had to do this job twice. I had to do it because of the fact that that little part that I showed you, which is called, it is called a manifold. That's what it's called, a manifold. I'm trying to get these bolts to get in here. It's so hot. Yeah. Can't really see. It might be just a little bit crooked. And the studs things, they're the same, so there's no particular spot the bolts go. Alright, but this is very simple. So I already plugged back in the cord underneath there and changed out my O-rings. So now I'm gonna go ahead and attach and then I also already put on the I put the 12mm bolts back in there. So this is the one that it came with, so I'm gonna go ahead and screw it up in there. It needs a longer bolt, but I got another one. I'm gonna use the old one. And then my other line here goes right there on top. Bolt, 10mm. Screw that down in there. So then other than that, that folds down, goes back on there, on the body, on the housing. Let me get a 10mm and then put this back in. On and running. That is it. It's not hard. Pretty simple. It's just working on cars, the simple things can turn into hard things. So, and you could be out thinking you're going to be out here for a couple hours and then you end up out here for a couple of days. So I made this video so that doesn't happen to you. You'll be able to get the right part, get everything you need, and not extend a job that long. So other than that, I got pretty much everything is back on, and I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum the system, and then I'm gonna put Freon in here. So don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll definitely leave the part number and everything in the subscription area, so I mean the description area. So don't forget, like I said, like, subscribe, and be smart.
Audio Jungle.